let's get into this. There's kind of a lot of stuff for us to do, to be honest. And simultaneously, not a lot, because I'm not going to do any of the post-A Realm Reborn MSQ, because if I start it today, bearing in mind that I'm going to be going to start Rebirth tomorrow, we're not going to have enough time actually get to Heaven's War, most likely. At the very least, not unless I skip dialogue and stuff like that, which I don't really feel like doing. But what I have done off stream is leveled up a little bit more. So my warrior is nearly 59 now. I've also leveled Blue Mage up to 32. And as a part of that, I've unlocked basically all of the Blue Mage spells that I could up to this point without leveling up anymore. So this is included doing stuff like Ifrit as Blue Mage. Really not that difficult. So to give you a bit of a hint into what being a Blue Mage is like, it's just going out and killing random things around your level in the overworld, and especially when you've got road to 80, you get quite a lot of experience for killing even just one enemy, because Blue Mage has increased experience gain from overworld enemies. So that is not that difficult to level up with. And then as soon as you're around level 20, you can go and get 1,000 Needles from a Sabatender. And that deals 1,000 damage split out to as many enemies are in its area of effect. But it's fixed at 1,000. So it's really good for low level stuff, because you can kill it just like that. But as we get into like higher and higher level stuff, it's going to get worse. And you can equip anything that is good for Disciple of Magic or all classes, which is how come I've got some equipment that I got from doing Tamtara equipped and stuff like that. So yeah, that's all good. But for right now, I need to craft a bunch of stuff for the Ixali, because then we'll be able to get rank 3 with the Ixal. I've already done all of the actual running around part, so I just need to do the crafting part. Then these. Thing is that I do need to craft these as high quality, which means I need to do quality once, and then I can do progress. Yeah, it's so difficult. How come my bitrate is apparently on the shit? Rate's fine. Twitch is saying that my bitrate is unstable. Average stream bitrate is too high. I've streamed at this bitrate for ages. Fuck you. I'll leave it how it is. Unless Twitch has updated something that has said that it's gonna throttle the bitrate for small streamers. Which honestly wouldn't surprise me if they did do that. I mean, they already are to a certain extent. But... I thought that 6,000 was fine. That's just for 1080p. Don't know. It worries me that it's showing as unstable, though. I've not dropped any frames or anything like that. Don't know. Anyway, yeah, we just need to finish crafting these, then I need to go over to the other 2 crafting locations and do those, because I actually accepted both the sets that I could do today, because yeah, that will get us maxed out for reputation with the Ixal, and then I need to go and do the quest for both the Ixal and the Kobolds. As you can see, we're also at max with the Kobolds. I haven't finished doing my dailies for today, but plan on doing all of those on stream. So these don't need to be high quality, so I can max. Okay. Neff and I built a bookcase just before the stream. And so to celebrate, we're getting Mackie D's. So there will be some food arriving probably relatively soon. Which I will snack on. Whilst we go through everything. But my main goals for today are to do the reputation ups, because that then gives me more stuff to do off screen, to hopefully progress further and finish the first quest for the A Realm Reborn relic, so that I can do that as well, and then do Blue Mage quests to unlock the Masked Masquerade, and then I want to do the Warrior job quests. That's my goal. Cool, so now we can go and turn this all in at the Ixal camp. What's nice about this is they also give crystals. wait, if I turn that in, I can't actually benefit from all of it. So we're going to wait, turn that in, and we're going to do the next quest for the Ixal. But by the sounds of it, the food just arrived. So bear with me a second whilst I go and collect that. Okay. Still showing as unstable. I really don't fucking like that. It is. Alright. What you got for me? Oh, thereafter. Construction of the airship proceeds apace. Our Beastman colleagues have even agreed to implement several of my proposals. However inadvertent it was, I must thank you for introducing me to this opportunity. But I should have the chance to... It's an after-work stream. That I should have the chance to contribute to such a revolutionary project. It is exactly the sort of thing I dreamed of as I pored over countless tomes of aeronautical principle and design. There is, however, one small issue that has arisen to thwart us. In order to properly integrate my innovations, we require certain materials to build a custom engine jointing component. Materials that are notoriously difficult to procure. I'd hoped it would not come to this, but I must call upon the aid of an acquaintance of mine. After, would you be so kind as to deliver this letter to a gentleman by the name of Coulson? I'm certain that he will agree to prepare the materials and keep the entire matter discreet. Now, Coulson is often out and about on company business, but speak with Hida at the airship ticket counter in Gridania, which will point you towards his latest appointment. My apologies. I do not mean to treat you as a lackey, but I'd prefer to avoid the city for the time being. Okay. I suppose I could run around as blue for now. Wait, you. Welcome to the airship landing. I'm sorry, was there aught else I might help you with, miss? You wish to meet with Advisor Coulson, delivering a letter from Tataramu, you say? Surely you don't mean Master Tataramu. You've seen him. Is he hale and unharmed? You must take yourself directly to Quiver's Hold. Chancellor will wish to speak with you in person. You'll find Advisor Coulson there as well, assisting with the investigation. Swiftly now, please, miss. Do they think that Tataramu has been kidnapped or some shit? Because it seems like that's what's going on. Hello, Patinga. How are you doing? Nervous because the day is getting closer. I can understand. I'm sorry, miss, but I cannot assist you at this time. The God's Quiver is fully engaged with investigating a most important case. Every resource at our disposal has been allocated towards locating Chairman Tatabaru's missing son. Even now, the Chairman's chief aide, Advisor Coulson, awaits within Quiver's hold, no doubt eager to berate the first bow for our lack of progress. Huh? Coulson is the person you've come to see, and I must ask you to mind your words. I can't have you antagonizing the esteemed representative of Highwind Skyways. Okay. Yes, I'm Coulson, but this is hardly the time for... Huh? A letter for me? Let's have it then. Time is of the essence, you know, especially at my age. Great gods, this is signed by Master Tataramu? How came you by this document? It's the young Master Well. What's that you say? Ensconced in the company of Ixal? We've not a moment to lose. Should it cost me my very life, I should see him freed from their ravenous clutches. We'll need to form a rescue party. Yes, the finest God's Quiver's marksmen, reinforced by a small army of Skyway's retainers. Be brave, Master Tataramu. Those beastmen will soon rue the day they dared lay talons on my young charge. Calm down. This no longer concerns you, young miss. We must immediately... Wait, what? You mean to say that Tataramu's safe? He's there of his own free will, building an airship with the Ixal. Wait. Perhaps we must needs begin afresh. As you're obviously aware, my name's Coulson, and I'm the Chief Technical Advisor for Highwind Skyways and aide to Chairman Tatabaru. Pleased to make your acquaintance. What you may not have known is that the man who asked you to deliver this letter is the Chairman's only son, and the sole successor to a veritable airship empire. Some few days ago, Master Tataramu accompanied me here to Gridania as part of his continuing education on company practices. Much to my surprise and alarm, however, the young master suddenly disappeared from under my very nose. Well, I was naturally beset by all manner of horrible imaginings, with no ransom demand or other clue to his whereabouts. I had no choice but to task the God's Quiver with turning the entire city upside down. Suffice it to say, your news has lifted a terrible weight from my old shoulders. I know not how I would have faced the boy's father had events unfolded otherwise. And yet, the contents of this letter still managed to vex me. Dear Coulson, enclosed is a list of materials I would have you prepare for my companion. I require them for a most exciting project. Fond regards, Tataramu. Not one word of apology or even the slightest hint of contrition. My lectures on the privilege and responsibility of position appear to have fallen on deaf ears. And as for this list, I'm assuming these are materials for some manner of high-quality engine joining component? I'm sorely tempted to refuse his impertinent request, considering the trouble the young master has caused. But I'm also intrigued. Here, take this promissory note and hand it to the supervisor of the Fulgord Float crafting facility. She'll provide you with everything you require to craft Tataramu's component. Though I yet harbour some concerns, I will trust that Master Tataramu is content to work alongside these Ixal for now. He is indeed. Thinking about it, not in the game, but another thing that we did in real life was I set up the acoustic paneling. So hopefully that's helping to remove any echo that may have shown up before. I mean, we also have more furniture now, so it was probably better anyway. I can also understand that you don't want a Patinga, but I really do hope that this is the one that sorts you out for the foreseeable future. Because you've had a shit time of it the last few times. So has it been confirmed as, what was it, the 6th you told me? Hello again, adventurer. Come now, I can hardly hear you. I said hello again. Oh my. This note has the seal of Highwind Skyways, though I suppose that only stands to reason. There are a few other organizations that could afford the items you're requesting. Here you are then. Everything is in order for you to begin crafting. Okay. And then that. And engine jointing component. This needs to be high quality. That was difficult. After you were gone so long, I was beginning to worry. Were you able to deliver my letter to Coulson? Yes, this is exactly what I had in mind. Jointing components like this one are almost impossible to obtain without the clout of a company like the Highwind Skyways behind you. But with your expertly crafted component now in hand, we should have no trouble integrating my improved engine housing into the Desel Kulan. I can already feel the bracing chill of the wind on my face, hear the cries of the birds, see the folk below rushing about like tiny... Pray, excuse my little flights of fancy. Terrible habit of mine. So, I suppose you heard from old Coulson who I really am, then? Yeah, 'tis true. My father is the chairman of Highwind Skyways, the expansive airship service that links the great cities of Eorzea. Destined as I am to one day take the company's helm, people everywhere seek to curry my favour as they would some merchant prince. A pity, then, that my royal status does not excuse me from an unrelenting procession of dreary lessons at home. I'm forced to study mercantile practices, business strategies, all that might maximise the profits of airship travel. I have not the slightest interest in making coin. I've had enough of ledgers and lectures. Thus was I so reluctant to leave this little sanctuary. I want to design airships, not manage a fleet of them. I want to be valued not for my station or my purse, but for the skills I have laboured to acquire. Mayhap you hear naught but the whining of a spoiled child. Yet I swear to you, I would renounce my inheritance in a twinkling if I could. Ah, for the wings of a wondrous airship to carry me further, faster and higher than ever before. That is my dream. That and naught else. Well said, that is. And mean nothing to us, Tataramu's wealth does. Better off smelting down coins and making nails, Cecil thinks. Thank you, Cecil. Seize this passion, let it sustain you. You must. Construction of Desel Kulan will take all that Tataramu has, and more. Chosen an easy path Tataramu has not. No, not easy, but always fair master crafting is. Great reward for great effort. Launch our vessel upon ocean of clouds we shall. Launch it towards gates of Ayatalan. Ready to fly is Tataramu, yes? Yes, yes, sir. So now it's got an engine. And they've started building what looks like a cockpit. The bird, the bird, the bird is the word. Now we can turn this in. Actually benefit from the reputation increase. We've also now unlocked these sets of quests, which I'm not going to do just yet. But these give even more reputation, but they require having gatherers, which isn't an issue for me because I have gatherers. And now we can buy dyes from here. Good to know. Good to know. Right, we need to go to Outer Lenosha for the Kobolds quest. Oh, adventurer, do honor me with your company for a moment. Yes, yes, let us speak for a while. You've been an absolute godsend to our order. A savior, a saint, a godsend. Our barrows have been overflowing with ore since you arrived. Yes, yes, full to the brim. At this pace, a moon from now, you may be speaking to, dare I dream, 788th Order Pikmin Gigu. We shall be the butt of Kobold society no more. No, no, never again. Keep up the diligent work, adventurer. Can a kobold get any more pathetic? Maybe if you got off your arse and helped after for once, you could dream a little bigger. But surely you know the old kobold saying, yes, yes, slow and steady. Enough of your blathering. After, come with me, and quick. Why? I'll tell you why. Camp Overlook is under attack by the nastiest order kobolds I ever laid eyes on. And that's not the least of it. Word has it they've got some newfangled weapon that's got Commander Blodin and his men tearing their beards out. I'm off to join the defense. We can count on you as well, aye? Okay. A kobold attack? How terrifying. Frightful. Horrifying. Terrifying. What is it that angers them so? Yes, yes, I wonder. Probably something that you've done. There you are. We drove the buggers off, but I fear the damage had already been done. Saw the kobold's new weapon with my own eyes. A right vicious breed of bomb that could blow a good-sized vessel out of the water. The sheer hate in the beastman's eyes got me to wondering, do you reckon this is somehow our fault? No sooner do we start lending our strength to Gigu and his sorry lot than Camp Overlook suffers its worst kobold assault in years. Aye, call it my mariner's intuition, but I'd wager a pirate's booty that Zoe Guy's at the helm of all this. I must remain behind and tend to my comrades. I ask you, return to Gigu and see if my suspicions are true. This is so much easier when you can fly. Great losses your camp suffered? This is a pity, a shame, a crime, a pity. Good thing it was not us. Yes, yes, we are lucky indeed. Secret new weapon. Such rumors have come our way before. Yes, yes, one of our acolytes overheard Zogar speaking of just such a thing. You should seek him out. Yes, yes, you must speak to Bargo. But I warn you, he's an odd one. Curious, eccentric, odd. Margot has been awaiting you, expecting, anticipating, awaiting. Zoga's furnace is firing, and you seek Margot's aid. Yes, yes, you do. Zoga's furnace spits out bombs of prodigious power. Brilliant bombs. Breathtaking, beautiful, brilliant. And Margot is an old friend of Zoga. Yes, yes. Old friends we are. But Margot will help you. Yes, yes, he will. Why? Because Margot enjoys nothing more than watching things go kaboom, kablam, kapow, kaboom. Margot knows the way to 13th Order's workshop deep in the bowels of Ugumaru. Yes, yes, Margot knows of a hidden passage, secret, secluded, hidden. The passage is guarded closely, guarded night and day, yet Margot has friends in high places. Yes, yes, he does. Margot will gather his lovelies, his beauties, his dears, his lovelies. You will go ahead to Northern Iron Lake and seek out one Gazi. Yes, yes, you will. That's right. He's obsessed with blowing shit up. That works out for us. Shh! Last time someone woke Zago from his beauty rest, he had the offender mine an entire ore vein with his fingernails. Yuns wouldn't want that to happen. Margot told me to expect Yuns. Zoga's workshop is on the other side of this exhaust pipe. Yuns go quickly and quietly, silently, soundlessly, quietly. That sort of thing. Tell no one that I opens the door. Yuns listening? I kind of need to eat this a bit quicker. Because it's melting! Go has come, and his lovelies with him. Yes, yes, we have arrived. And yet, what is this? Go hears Zoga's lackeys scurrying about. Go's lovelies are trembling in fear, shivering, shaking, trembling. This will not do. No, no, it will not. You must cede to Zoga's men before we have our fun. Yes, yes, you must. I can kill some kobolds. That's not an issue. Hiya. I know I've said it in previous streams, but for someone that was a healer main, I do quite enjoy Warrior. Are you ready, my lovelies? Yes, yes, you are. Take them and gently place them in the furnace. Quickly, tenderly, gently. Then stand back quickly. Yes, yes, with haste. We're putting a bomb into the furnace. Okay. Ah, nothing like the smell of a burnt-out furnace in the morning. Or was it the evening? Does it even matter? No, no, it does not. Go cannot bear to be parted from his lovelies any longer. His heart weeps, cries, sobs, weeps. Yes, yes, we must leave here as we came. This is the way to the surface. Bako will return to his lovelies. Yes, yes, he will. Sweet, and now we just need to go back. Are my ears to be believed, adventurer? Zogar's furnace sputters. Fizzles! Smokes! Sputters! This is yours and Bago's doing. Yes, yes, it is! Brilliant work, After. With their source of ammunition knocked out of commission, I reckon the 13th Order won't be coming back to wreak havoc on a Camp Overlook anytime soon. But we've only begun to fight. I will not rest until Zogar and his lick spittles have been driven from Ugumaru entirely. Who's with me? Gigu, have you gone mad? Balmy, balmy, mad. BB? What a lovely surprise. A pleasure, a delight, a surprise. Who's this now? Oh, my beloved BB. How I have longed, yearned, pined, longed to look upon your delicate whiskers, your dainty paws. Gigu, you and your friends sabotage Zogar's prized furnace, yes? You cannot fool me. No, no, I can see it in your eyes. Aye, girl's a sharp one. Zogar's on a rampage, a fury, a frenzy, a rampage. He says he'll find the culprit and toss him into a vat of acid. He will kill you, Zogar. Yes, yes, he will. But I'm too young to die. Yes, yes, I am. Then you must abandon this madness and flee this place. Run, take flight, flee! Yes, yes, I think I will. It was nice knowing you all. Goodbye, good luck, farewell. Yeah, your bloody mind. You've come this far and you're just going to leave your comrades behind. Take one cowardly step and I'll skewer you where you stand. Yes, of course. I'll stand and do battle. Clash, brawl, battle. You've not changed one bit, Gigu. No, no, you are as weak and wishy-washy as ever. Can you not make up your own mind? You're right, BB. Yes, yes, you are. I will fight and then run. No, no, run and then fight. I've seen enough of this. Yes, yes, I am through with you. Do what you want and do it alone. Abandoned, unaccompanied, alone. Wait, BB, no, no, you must not go. Oh dear, I'm in trouble now. But that ranks us up. Which means that we've got yet more things that we can buy. And another rank of quest. I'm not sure what got added. Probably the dyes for them, huh? Okay, so now I want to go to Uldar. The blue quests. It's cream soup. I should tell them. Miners Guild, right? Yeah. So the reason why I want to do the blue quests is that it then will unlock the masked masquerade, which is another thing that I can do. So you get these for like leveling up or unlocking a certain number of blue spells, and they just unlock a couple of abilities for you. But I've already done them all. I don't know what you do. You don't do anything. Okay. What you got for me then, Martin? I needed to know Blood Drain for this quest. Well, if it ain't my gifted apprentice after. Before you say anything, let me guess. You're here because you've learned Blood Drain and you want to hear my next bit of advice. I'm right, aren't I? The next step is to... It's him! The great Azuro! It's like all my name days have come at once! Please, say this for us one more time. How could I refuse my adoring public? Master of knowledge beyond the comprehension of mere mortals, and wielder of arcane magics as unfathomable as the deepest ocean. Hearken, foul beasts! The indomitable keeper of the blue has come. 'Tis I, the great Azuro. He said it! He actually said it! Sorry about that. Just doing my bit to keep the coin rolling in. Where were we? Ah, I know a great spot for a bit of training. Meet me at Spineless Basin. I'll explain everything when we get there. Oh, and apparently... Oh wait, no, they are still here. I thought they'd gone with him for a second. Because we've not unlocked this yet, right? Yeah. We need permission. Glad to see you survived the trek. Hope the Hornets didn't give you any bother. In fact, they're the reason we're here. There are some especially angry ones that would be perfect targets for practicing your blue magic. They're tough, but not too tough. Some folk call them man-eaters. I think that's an exaggeration. Anyway, why not give Blood Drain a try? It will draw out some of the enemy's ether to help you cast more spells. Okay. I don't think I'm going to have a very hard time at killing them. Because what I can do is put it to sleep. And then if Chimkintendes doesn't kill it first, which he did, I was going to kill it with 1,000 damage. It's very satisfying to use it, to be fair. Because you just... Oh! And everything dies. Thank you, great Azuro, for getting rid of that pesky hornet. He was a right nasty bastard if ever I saw one. Here's your payment, as agreed. Ah, didn't see you there. How goes the training? Training? Working for free's more like it. Come on, don't be like that. You had a chance to hone your skills, and that bloke can go about his business without being stung to buggery. If he's willing to part with a few gil for it, who am I to say no? Once we get back to Uldar, I'll divvy up the earnings. I'll see you outside the Celestium. I mean, that was honestly a piece of piss, so... Okay. The loading and unloading of assets was really fucking obvious then. Ah, there you are. What took you so long? You're showing signs of improvement, but you'll want a few more tricks up your sleeve before you can step into the arena. Those pit fiends don't mess about. I reckon what you need is Mind Blast. Once you learn that, come and find me and we'll continue your training. Oh, here's your payment for the Hornet you put down. So, funny story. I already have Mind Blast. You think I'm being stingy? Listen, miss, I've already subtracted the fees for your training. If I charged any less, I'd be cutting my own throat. But Mind Blast comes from the Mind Flayer boss from the end of Tamtara. Deepcroft. It was kind of interesting going about and getting it, to be honest. So, you've learned Mind Blast already. It was quicker than I was expecting, but I'll take your word for it. Come to think of it, your new spell might be useful in our next training session. We're going back to Spineless Basin, so meet me there when you're ready. I've basically learned all of the abilities that I can at this level. So I imagine that we'll probably also have the level 31. Probably. Now, considering what happened last time, you might be thinking we came all the way out here just to slay a few beasts for a handful of coin. And you'd be exactly right. There are a few differences though. Firstly, we've been paid in advance. Secondly, you'll be going up against moles, not hornets. And lastly, you have to kill 2 of them, not just 1. Why are you looking at me like that? Oh, you wanted training, did you? In that case, why not try stopping them in their tracks with the Mind Blast? I tell you, it works wonders when you're outnumbered. Go on then, off you go. Ain't got all day. But clearly, the actual choice here is Thousand Needles. Because it's always Thousand Needles. That can't be right. I already gave you everything I owe. Yeah, you paid back the original amount. Late, I might add. Very late. Don't tell me you'd forgotten about the interest. Oi, you! This is none of your business. Piss off. I appreciate you trying to help, but I got myself into this mess and I'll get myself out of it. You dress quite well for a penniless swindler. Not my size, but these fine garments should fetch a gill or 2. Count yourself lucky. At least we left you enough cloth to protect your modesty. Make sure you got our money next time, or we won't be so generous. Thank you. I'm eternally grateful. Not my finest hour, I'll admit. I've been through worse and lived to tell the tale. Speaking of which, looks like you survived your scuffle with those scary-looking moles. Let's head back to Uldar to celebrate. That reminds me, Royce is bound to have some choice words for me about the costume. Well, I might have lost the shirt off my back, but at least I still have my dignity. Yep. I'd say that's a man that's kept his dignity. Just walking practically naked through a desert. Okay, now it's saying that my bitrate is excellent. I haven't changed a fucking thing. Royce was, as I expected, none too pleased when I showed up looking a bit underdressed. Luckily, we had a spare outfit. Not so luckily, the cost is coming out of my wages. Things are going from bad to worse. My, this is certainly a far cry from your days at the Arcanists Guild. Wasrash? What are you doing here? You must know I'm here on business. Very lucrative business, I might add. And as luck would have it, I heard rumours of the Masked Carnival, starring a so-called Blue Mage. Didn't take much to deduce that my old friend Martin was behind it. If you're here to watch the show, buy a ticket. If you just came to gloat, save it for another time, because I ain't in the bloody mood. I say, it's not like you to be so hostile. Perhaps I should come back when you're feeling a little more amenable. I'll be seeing you, Martin. The less I see of that smug prick, the better. You see, we've known each other since our time at the Arcanists Guild, where we researched magics from outside Eorzea. We both travelled to the New World and spent time with the Wallachie, who taught us about blue magic, but when we came back to the Guild to share our findings, they said it was simply not practical and cut off our funding. The theory was sound, just needed to spend more time with the Wallachie, so I paid for another expedition out of my own pocket. Damn near ruined me though. Now I'm up to my neck in debt trying to make ends meet by performing like some bloody clown. Wasrash, on the other hand, ditched the research when he realised there was no money in it. Even though we went through all the trouble of learning blue magic, just like me, he just lost interest. After that, he came back to Eorzea and set up his own trading company. Him and his rich friends started raking in the guild, doing God only knows what. Sorry. Expect you got better things to do than listen to my sub-stories. Like learning some more spells, for instance. The next one I want you to add to your arsenal is Phase. It's perfect for giving you an opening to land a few more hits, or run away, whichever you prefer. I already know it, I learnt it from the Queequern. Anyway, once you've mastered that one, come and see me. Becoming a blue mage ain't easy, and I know that better than most. Stick with it, and one day you'll be just like me. Actually, you should probably ignore that last part. Gods, nobody annoys me more than Wasrash. We were what you might call friends at one point. But even then, he always looked down on me. Okay. Now it'll let me do it. Okay. Learned Phase, have you? Good to hear. Listen, I got a few things to take care of, so your training will have to wait. Sorry, can you come back later? Well, if it isn't after, how goes the training? My debut can't come soon enough. That's what I like to hear. I've high hopes for you. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Came to talk to you about Martin. You and I both know about his recent and highly embarrassing troubles with debt collectors. He assured me that they've been paid off, but it seems he's borrowing from other unsavory characters instead. I can't have my star attraction putting himself at risk like this. If he's involved in something that could damage the reputation of the Celestium, I have a right to know. How about you two? Surely you must have some idea. Martin has many secrets. Certainly does. So, he went to take care of some things, yeah? Perhaps we should look into exactly what these things are. After. He's your teacher. I'll bet you're as eager as I am to get to the bottom of this. Come on. Let's go and look for him. Scholar's Walk. Okay. He just went into the Alchemist's Guild. He's trying not to draw attention, but by wearing something inconspicuous. By that, I mean not blue. But why all the secrecy? Could he be buying medicine? Perhaps he's got some awful condition. That would explain where all the money's going, but I don't think that's it. Where's he off to now? With me after. The game's afoot. Alright, Sherlock. Now in Hammerley. Okay. Okay. Looks like he's waiting for someone. They're here. You know the rules. Money first. That ought to do it. Look, I know this isn't exactly above board. This is costing me more and more every time. And the packages stay the same size. In fact, I think they're getting smaller. Not our problem, mate. Dream flowers are in short supply. If you want them, you'll pay what we ask and take what you're given. Dream flowers? Someone's there. Get 'em. What have I done? After, you gotta stop him. Easily done. All I gotta do is use Mighty Guard, which means that I can't get interrupted. Put them to sleep. 1,000 Needles. Although I probably could have just quick cast 1,000 Needles. Yeah, I could have. So you saw everything. I better prepare for the worst. Thank you, After. If it weren't for you, things could have turned out very differently. As for you, Martin, what the bloody else do you think you're doing? Dream flowers? So you've been concocting somnus in your spare time. Were you planning to sell it? Or is it all to feed your own addiction? Either way, you can forget about our contract. I can explain. It ain't what you think. What is it then? This had better be good. I've been buying dream flowers to make medicine, not somnus. It's for the Wallachie. They need the proper treatment as soon as possible. It's an epidemic, you see, most likely brought over from Eorzea by people like me. How serious is it? Very. For Eorzeans, it's not much worse than a cold, but for the Wallachie, it's life-threatening. Not only that, it's spreading like wildfire. This hits a little different post-COVID, huh? A friend of mine, a Wallachie chirurgeon, is doing all he can with traditional medicine, but it's a losing battle. At this rate, it's only a matter of time before they're all taken by the disease. No, I'm not the only Eorzean to visit the New World, but it makes me sick to my stomach to think I'm partly to blame. I can't just stand by and let them die without at least trying to do something. I came back to Eorzea to find a cure. Based on my friend's research notes, I've practically ruined myself. But I eventually came up with a concoction that seems to do the trick. Thing is, it'll take more than a couple of doses to stop the pandemic. This stuff don't come cheap. There's also the fact that the main ingredient comes from dream flowers, which ain't easy to get a hold of. So that explains why you've been dealing with those back alley cutthroats. I suppose your business at the Alchemists Guild had some connection to the medicine, yeah? That's right. Needed some tools and whatnot to help with the mixing. There's nothing you need to worry about. Caused you enough trouble already. Been nice knowing you, Royce. If you told me all this from the beginning, we could have worked something out. I've decided. You can carry on at the Celestium. As for the Dream Flowers, let's just say I know a few people. You sure about this? Royce, I can't thank you enough. I'll do anything you ask. You can start by putting in a few more performances at the arena. I'm sure the extra money won't go amiss, will it? I was about to suggest the same thing. I'll perform in every show you've got if you'll let me. The fans are clamoring to see more of the great Azuro, so it makes sense to capitalize on that. Anyway, this hardly seems like the place to discuss business. We should head back. So I think this is the level 30 quest, right? Yeah. So I won't be able to do the next one. Because I'm not level 40 yet, basically. I don't know. I don't know when you unlock the Masked Carnival. I don't know if I need to be level 50. I might do. In which case, kinda sucks. Because obviously, I ain't there yet. There is a way of power leveling Blue Mage, but it requires a friend. You did me a good turn by taking care of those Dreamflower peddlers. Sooner or later, they would have bled me dry one way or another. Royce introduced me to a merchant who handles shipments to alchemists. He gets the Dreamflowers processed before being brought to Uldar, which bypasses the ban. Still bloody expensive, mind you. Oh, almost forgot about your training. To tell the truth, your run-in with those Somnus dealers was probably a better test of your abilities than anything I could have thought up. I might not have much time to spend helping you get ready for the arena, but I can still give you advice. I recommend learning 1,000 Needles next. Once you've gotten the hang of that one, come and see me. Actually, there's a strong chance I'll be in the middle of a performance, so Latul Jal take care of things while I'm away. Remember, your real teachers are the beasts that roam free through the wilderness. You're free to roam too, but if you get lost, your spellbook will show you the way. Good luck. Martin already performing many times a day. Latul Jal worry more shows will kill him. Martin's black magic is powerful indeed, but he is just a man. Sometimes he forget this. Yeah, so I need to be level 40 for that. So it probably doesn't unlock until 50. Damn, 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 damn. Oh well. I should have been queuing for this like ages ago. Although to be honest, what would it take to get level 60 gear? Probably money. Which I don't really have at the moment. But usually, yeah, usually if you go for the level 60 gear that's here, it's actually not that expensive. So I could get that, which would be a big upgrade in armor. Oh, I can definitely get those. Let's get those. Just want to check. That's pretty cheap, but it's still better than what I've got. Give me that. Then I need gloves. Boots. 20k is not bad. $20k is not bad, but 10k is better. $25k I could afford, but I could also get this one, which is high quality. Spend 25k, I better spend it on that. Cool! I am now poor as fuck. But I have higher level gear. I already had a decent level aim. Okay, so the only thing I don't have is an appropriate level of accessories, but that's fine. I might now be able to do this though because of the increased defense and stats that come from that all the stuff that I've just changed. Yeah. Honestly, if I had the abilities from Heaven's Wall, this would be much, much easier, but can't get those until we're in Heaven's Wall. Well, they're thinking about it. Yeah, I'm pretty soon gonna unlock Stone 4. And Divine Benison, once you have Divine Benison. That can be surprisingly helpful because it gives you a shield. Yeah, this is the issue. I'm letting myself get hit, which is giving myself infirmity, which means that I heal less. So I just get hurt, and then it's harder for me to actually heal. Fucking hell. You know what? Okay. Can I sleep? I don't need to sleep, I can kill this. Just do a quick slide cast. Okay, we're a third of the way there. We're not looking too terrible, and we've lost the infirmity. Okay. I just need to be careful to not get that again. That's the hysteria, isn't it? Yeah, but that's fine because we're at full health. So the hysteria doesn't matter too much. As long as I can get out of it. There we go. Swift cast on the cure too, just to be safe. Honestly, this isn't going too bad. I do feel like we're taking a bit less damage. And he's definitely dodging more. Sorry, he's definitely missing more. And we're dodging. Okay, so he's doing fear itself again, that's fine. Okay, that's actually really good. We managed to avoid getting the infirmity again. And we're only got about a third left to go. This should be possible. Okay, reapply now. I could be using quick cast do more damage, but I'm gonna keep it just in case I need to heal. This is fine. That's less. That. Oh, did we just get? No, we didn't. Fuck. Okay, that kind of sucks. But we do have the benediction back up, so it could be worse. And if I use Cure 2, I can still get back some decent health. That reapplied it. Wait, no? No, it didn't. Okay. I don't know why I didn't get infirmity again, but I'm not going to complain. Okay, it's doing fear itself again. That's okay. Just give me regen just in case. And burns I don't care about so much. The bigger issue is getting heavy. And definitely getting infirmity, which Okay, it's just not applying infirmity anymore. That's fine. I'm not going to complain about it not giving me an annoying debuff. Okay. And yeah. Sweet. Okay. So yeah, we just needed to upgrade our gear. Which took all of my fucking money. That's fine. I can get money. I have a bunch of stuff that I can craft with that I can probably sell to get a bit of money. Fuck. Please tell me that I only needed to leave. Why won't it let me equip it? Unable to change weapons at this time. No! That didn't count, did it? Forgot to change the weapon. Oh. Fuck. Fuck. I have to do that again. Okay. Back in we go. I don't even really have anything that's worth putting on. What is it that affects mine? Mine's the only thing there. Give me some mind up. I'll take that. Alright, here we go again then. If I can just avoid infirmity. This won't be too bad. How did that? What? I was not in that. Fuck. Infirmities run off. Shouldn't get hit by that. Good. Don't know why I got hit by it the last time. Why did I walk through that? It's not too bad, we're a third of the way down. Okay, that kind of hurt though. Does fear itself not do hysteria if you're not facing it? Is it a gaze effect that just doesn't have the gaze telegraph? Because if it is, then I can definitely do this fight. Okay, no, it's not a gaze effect. Okay, but we've managed to avoid infirmity. Managed to avoid it again. I don't know exactly what it is that I'm doing. I don't know if it's that I'm giving myself regen at the exact moment that it would have given me hysteria or what. But I've been trying to make sure that I do the same thing the next time it does it so that I can repeat it. Which is look kinda down, look away. That one probably hit me. Yeah, that kinda sucks. Oh, that really sucks. But I've got Benediction. So it could be worse. Okay, it's fear itself thing. That. Oh, I managed to avoid it again! Oh, I thought I'd got hit by that one, to be honest. It's gonna die. And... fucking die. Yes! Only took a second longer than last time as well. But there we go. That time it counted because I remembered to equip the right fucking weapon. So let's go and get that out of the way real quick. And then I'll go and do the warrior job quests. Depending on how long those take. I might see what else we can do. You're still alive? Why the hell's do you adventurers have to be so goddamn sturdy? I was bloody sure you'd be Hydra dung by now. Ugh, but what's done is done, or in this case, not done. Anyway, let's talk about what text you brought. It contains the writings of a thaumaturge of Arzeneth Ossuary. The bloke wrote of his meetings with our Pajali friend, A Tower Khan, who was paying a visit to Uldar at the time. Can't blame the man for wanting to have himself a bit of fun, eh? Their conversation bored me nigh to tears, but you'll be pleased to hear the name Thyrus did eventually appear. As you're no doubt aware, wood's the most common material used in the making of Kundry arms. But on seeing that A Tower Khan's staff was wrought of stone, our thaumaturge decided to inquire as to its making. Of course, being a Pajal, A Tower gave his answer in the form of a bloody riddle, but I'll spare you the headache and give it to you plain. Thyrus is made of petrified wood. Therein lies our problem. Went and used ordinary stone to fill in the missing bits, see? And it obviously didn't do the trick. As you can see, I've done my research. Trust you've also been pulling your weight, putting the relic to use like I said. Well, go on then. Tell me what you've learned. Is that so? Aye, I'd been wondering about that. Based on what we've gleaned from the text and your first-hand experience, I'll rework the relic so as to improve your affinity with it. Hand it over for a second, will you? Oh, I need to unequip it. There, deed's done. That leaves us with the one last step. That is fully merging the old relic, the new host, and the soul of the bearer. Aye, that's you. Only then can the weapon be restored to its former glory. But to do this, I'll need a fire what's hotter than the seventh hell. And to keep such a fire alive and raging, I need a wind what's fiercer than the hangover I had last week. You know what I mean. Just get me a white hot ember, a howling gale, and a chunk of hyperfused ore, and I'll finish your bloody weapon. Ah, and I need me a bottle of Rad's at hand quenching oil as well to cool it off. Yeah. So, I think I am now... I'm now locked out of being able to do it, to progress further, until we have potentially done more of the story. Because were hard modes story locked? I know that they're a part of the story. But I don't know if they were story locked. Oh, that's something that we could potentially do today. No, I don't want to do the Alliance. I do want to do the Alliance raids because it's a really good way of getting experience, and there's some gear that's not bad for glams and shit like that. But I don't think I thought that there was a bunch of blue quests here. No? Or can I not unlock them until after I do that story quest? Yeah, because there's a recurring problem. Alright, well, how do I unlock a recurring problem? Or is that something that I need to speak with Minfilia about? I don't know. Okay, it is something that I talked to her about. Minfilia has need of your talents for a re-emerging primal problem. I know you have scarce had a chance to rest, but I'm afraid there is still work to do. The ultimate weapon's destruction, 'twould seem, has served to embolden the beastmen, who now seek to call down their gods once more. Even as we speak, the Amalja, the Ixal, and the Kobolds are making preparations for their respective summoning rites, and that's but half of it. Much to our dismay, all three tribes were somehow able to procure vast quantities of crystals. Oh, my turn to say something. Basically, this means the primals will be stronger than they were before. Far, far stronger. Their previous incarnations will seem as pale imitations. The beast tribes, we believe, began hoarding crystals with a vengeance in the wake of the Ultima Weapon's maiden appearance. We still remember that at the time it devoured 3 primals in one sitting. Grand companies are aware of the potential primal outbreak. Alas, due to the losses they incurred to ensure the success of Operation Archon, they were ill-equipped to take any meaningful measures. After deliberation, the leaders concluded that they must needs turn to us once more. To thee. The etheric waves that were observed in Mordona do not appear to bear a connection to any beast tribe. Yet much and more still remains beyond our knowing. We must be prepared for all possibilities. I am loath to send you into the midst of danger again so soon, but none have proven themselves more capable against the primals than you. Will you undertake this mission? You have my thanks. Truly do not know what we would do without you. Go ahead, Thancred. With circumstances as they are, I haven't had the chance to properly express my gratitude. I owe you my life. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. A string of failures had left me feeling powerless. I wanted to be stronger, that I might do right by my fellow scions. But instead I caused you all no end of grief and suffering. I swear to you, it shan't happen again. Owing to everyone's ministrations, I'm quite recovered now. I hope to return to my duties again soon. Thancred's return marks the beginning of a new chapter for the Scions. Let us renew the fire in our hearts and continue to press ever forward. Now then, back to the matter of the primals. With no fewer than 3 of the beings threatening to appear, it is easy to overwhelm. We must take it one sure step at a time. Eorzea has the overview of the situation as it stands. Please, speak with him to receive guidance. And that's why I was going to Eorzea. Because normally he's the one that gives you it, but I forgot that you had to do that one first. But this is how to unlock the hard modes as well as a few of the others, I think. Such knowledge as I possess of the beast tribes and their primals is at thy disposal. Whether man or beast man, we are wont to seek power when plunged into the black depths of despair. That despair doth begin with the Amalja, who may have already summoned forth Ifrit. With our comrade Thancred now returned, thou wouldst do well to seek his counsel. Confirmation has just arrived from the Immortal Flames. 'Tis as Durian just said, I fear. The Amalja have already summoned Ifrit. Confrontation with the Lord of the Inferno is inevitable. I'd like nothing more than to lend you my blade, but the students of Baldessian insisted that I refrain from taking to the field where it concerns primals. I know not the workings of it, but it would seem that recent events have left me especially susceptible to tempering. As much as I hate missing out on the fun, for everybody's sake, I must sit this one out. Instead, I will focus on gathering and analysing data. Now, the Immortal Flames have already conducted a preliminary investigation into Ifrit. They may well have information that will be of use to you. Do pay a visit to the Hall of Flames and speak with Commander Swift. One last thing before you depart. Doubtless you remember Minfilia's words, but this Ifrit is a far cry from the primal you first defeated. You'll want to assemble your most dependable comrades for the mission. Be safe, my friend. They really big up how much more difficult hard is. It's really not. I mean, well, okay, it is more difficult, but it's not really saying much because normal Ifrit is a fucking cakewalk. And I'm used to the extreme, though. After, we thank you for coming. The Flame General will be heartened to hear that you've answered the call. As we've already relayed onto the Waking Sands, Ifrit is returned. For the sake of peace in the region, we humbly request that you vanquish him. The primal is to be found in his domain, the Bowl of Embers. To get there, you must use the Beastman Aetherite, found within the depths of Zaharak, the Amalja stronghold. The Amalja have constructed their own Aethernet from salvaged Aetherite shards. This being the case, you should be able to use it without a problem. No doubt, you already know this from your fellow Scions, but the present incarnation of Ifrit is far stronger than the last. Facing him with any fewer than 7 of your stoutest comrades would be ill-advised. That's all the intelligence we have to share. The rest is in your hands. I shall pray for your victory and safe return. So, you say that. You say that I would be best to get, 7 other people involved. I reckon I could solo it on Warrior. Maybe not without doing the job quests. I reckon I could solo it. I will have a look. I'll queue in as a white mage and see if I can pop hard mode. It is in the roulettes and stuff, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Oh yeah, speaking of roulettes, we got the high level dungeons, but I also have trials now. So these all give extra experience. In fact, I've not done I need to do my main scenario roulette for today. Because that's how I'm trying to get enough tombstones and poetics that I can actually... Hello. Apparently, I must kill you. Sorry, friend. This will be for the brand company hunting log. I should get a better weapon for my warrior. Because I'm still using the level 50 and I'm nearly 59. Well, I suppose if I just wait until I can hit 60, I can then get the cheap level 60 gear that was some of the end game stuff for Heavenwood. Because the thing is, so long as you're not trying to go for like the best stuff, it tends to be really, really cheap because no one wants to buy it because its stats are just worse. But because of that, it also means that it's a really easy upgrade to get if you need it. Wait, where am I going? Right, down here. You can fuck off and all. Keep misclicking that, apparently. We've got a paladin that's probably going to be queuing in for hard. Going to be careful. So, Bowl of Embers, hard. Is it going to be a quick pop? Yes! Let's fucking do it then! Is this the first duty that's been 8-man? What was Ultimate Weapon? Ultimate Weapon was only 4, right? I think so. Seems like we've probably got a DPS that does... Oh, no, they finally readied. Forgot to fix my portrait. Whoops. I wasn't expecting the cocoon. You okay? I've just started a dungeon. Well, not a dungeon. A boss fight. Bye. You want to show what you look like?
You want me to show what I look like?
You make that sound bad. Yeah, that's right. All we can see is dude. It's as close to a dark Aeon as we're gonna get. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you don't. For once, you're too tall.
For once in my life.
Alright, now we need to take out the nails.
Bye.
Bye. Enjoy being...
Sitting downstairs.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ah! I don't know what would have ever given me that impression. Ah! You shivery bitch. The fact that I've been able to have a conversation while doing this should tell you how easy this is. always the black mage that dies. Because they've got no fucking mobility to get out of the way. There we go. That's Ifrit hard now. And we actually get gear. For taking out Ifrit hard. So all of the hard and extremes you actually get gear to drop for. Which is quite nice. And so I could use this copper in order to get a weapon for my white mage. Don't particularly need an Ifritian pain. Trying to think what is something that I haven't got the augmented weapon for yet. Samurai isn't a terrible shout. Lancer. It's Dragoon. Dragoon's going to be the best thing to get. Possibly Summoner. But no, Dragoon will get the most immediate benefit. And there we go. We now have an Ifritian weapon, which has a glow effect, but otherwise it's honestly pretty crap. You can craft. Oops. You can craft better weapons, but in order to do that, you need to get the relevant demi materia by desynthesizing gear from the primal that you want. Why did I come here? We need to unlock Garuda hard and then Titan hard so that I can progress the relic. I think, though, that once I've given them the 3 items and the Razat Han quenching oil, which I need to buy with Tombs of Poetics, if I remember right. I think once that's all done, that's the first quest over. That shouldn't be too bad. After you've triumphed over Ifrit, of course. This is no less a feat than I would expect of a warrior of light. But well done, all the same. Now, I full had a mind to crack open a bottle of 1547 Bacchus, but the celebration must keep. Garuda, I'm afraid to say, has also returned. As you well know, Garuda's appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Not to dishearten you, but in her latest incarnation, that appetite has become nigh insatiable. In the short time since her return, she's already wreaked tremendous havoc. You must send her back to the ether before she can do any more damage. In the meantime, Ida and I will assist the Order of the Twin Adder in their recovery effort. When you previously faced Garuda, 'twas the Enterprise that bore you through the storm that shielded her domain. Well, that storm is as a spring breeze beside what she has raised this time. No airship could hope to penetrate it. And so, we must count ourselves fortunate that the Order of the Twin Adder chanced to discover a beastman aetheryte leading to the Howling Eye. Before you do aught else, I suggest you pay a visit to the Adder's Nest and have words with Commander Julio. He'll be able to tell you about the said aetheryte, among other things. Make no mistake, the Lady of the Vortex will prove a formidable opponent, but I believe that you can weather the storm. May the 12 keep you. Tea made, biscuits acquired, and rebirth loaded up. Yeah, I'm looking forward to starting it tomorrow. If we had already had the bookcase built, and I'd set up the PlayStation 5 and capture card and everything, we would have started it today. But to be honest, I really wanted to get some of the stuff done on here so that I can continue moving stuff in the background. Okay, we can unlock Odin as well. After. Your timing never fails to amaze. Unless I'm mistaken, you acknowledge the Elder Primal Odin, correct? As I thought. Well, as you know, we've long pursued the dark divinity from the pages of arcane scripture to the shroud itself. Finally, we have a plan to put his prowling to an end. Brother O. Ap Pessy has the command. He has personally requested your aid in this venture and awaits you at Earth's Fount. I'm sure he will give you the details once you present yourself. Godspeed. So Odin is the hardest hard level trial. He's basically an extreme. After. We're grateful for your aid. As you will already know, the accursed Ixal has summoned Garuda once more. Since her return, she's wasted no time unleashing her fury upon the region. Extensive damage has been reported in both the Twelveswood and Querthus. She must be stopped, and soon, lest more lives be lost. In the name of the Elder Seedseer, I humbly request you put an end to her reign of terror. As in the past, Garuda keeps her court within the Howling Eye, which is perpetually protected by a raging tempest. Fortunately, we've learned of an alternate way into her domain. The Ixal have constructed an aetheryte within Natalan, their stronghold in the central highlands of Querthus. This aetheryte will take you to Garuda's tempestuous realm. We owe this discovery to the Ishgardians, who the Elder Seedseer says desired to repay the kindness you showed them. For the sake of our people as well as theirs, may your mission be met with success. I don't think, yeah. I was going to say, I don't think I've changed it from Quarryman. The good news of us starting tomorrow as well is that it'll be a long stream, so I can proper sink my teeth into Rebirth. And it won't be an after work stream, so I won't be tired and kind of fucked from that already. Oh, I'm on Dragoon. I was wondering, why are they aggroing to me? They shouldn't be aggroing. No, they should. Adventurer, thank you for coming. We seek the dark divinity, and you must be made privy to the plan before the game is afoot. As you know, Odin hunts in this forest. We would banish him from the shroud, yet in actual fact he has fallen before countless adventurers already. By all rights, the primal should plague us no more. Yet, though again and again he is vanquished, he rises always to charge through the Twelveswood. His constant reappearance is perplexing to say the least, and raises two questions. Who summons him, and how does he change his visage upon manifesting? Odin is alone amongst the primals in these aspects. Indeed, I can find not a single sentence in the scriptures that shed light on this devilish abilities. There is no answer in words writ of the pen. Now the sword must serve. Our plan is to send a band of adventurers against the dark divinity. Brother Isumiyan, my master, and I will observe the battle from afar. We believe seeing the moment of Odin's defeat may give us a clue, other than one that will lead to uncovering the truth of the primal that has escaped us thus far. Naturally, this hinges upon the company's victory. No one but a warrior of light could hope to survive the battle. Hence, I have asked you here. Indeed, without you, our venture is doomed to failure. So I implore you, lend us your strength. If you acquiesce, I shall invoke the power of the elementals and draw the dark divinity to this spring. To be honest, it's not that difficult, so if we get a quick pop, we could do it. That being said, that's a pretty long countdown time. Why is that? Is that because I need to be tank? The trials, yeah, maybe. Let's try it as tank and see if it's quicker. No! No, it is not. But I'm probably gonna get... I am gonna get Garuda hard before we'll queue in for Odin. Okay. I'll just wait. By that I mean wait to do Odin, not wait for the queue to pop. By the looks of it, we've got a tank and a DPS right here. So, the Howling Eye hard should be a quicker queue. And there it is. I need to remember to fix my portrait. Okay. Let's do this. So Garuda hard is a little bit harder because the mechanics actually matter. Whereas before, the mechanics barely mattered. Is Sharada and Sapana, is it this version or is it the next? Okay, yeah, no, this is Tirada and Bahamut. So what they do is one of them will have a green tether, which heals Garuda, and the other one will have a red tether, which increases the damage depth. So you want to kill the green one first to stop Garuda getting too much health back, and then, you know, try not to die. I need that, and I got them both anyway. Sweet. You probably should have played the new Crisis Core before this one. You only played the PSP one. Story is the exact same. That was a remaster, not a remake. So don't worry, you've not missed out on anything. Cool, so I now need to unlock thingy. What is this? This was the Conjurer's one. What's it look like? Kinda shitty. Kinda shitty. What do I need? This is just how I'm gonna check it. What do I need? So yeah, Summoner probably is the one that I actually need, to be honest. Yeah. Looking at it, it's Summoner. Alright. Summoner. And use... should then be higher level, which it is. And now we have Featherbook. The versions that you craft are a higher eye level, meaning they're more powerful, and they have better effects on the weapon. Like they just look better and more impressive. but they can be annoying to make. They require a bunch of demi-materials. It's not the ones for the specific primal that are even the ones that suck. It's that you'll need like 5 or 10 other materia. Like your helmet, sir. It's nothing to do with 7, it's just you remembering the new Crisis Core. Yeah. Like, I ran through it just in case they had changed anything, and because a better graphics version of Crisis Core for YouTube. But no, literally nothing really changed. Like, fair enough, they did a couple of minor changes to gameplay, but they didn't make a single change when it came to story. Right, back to the Waking Sands. You know what, whilst we're waiting on that, what I could do is I could queue Earth's Font. And who knows, it could pop. Y'shtola, Titan. So both Ifrit and Garuda are now vanquished by your hands. Truly, you've earned yourself a rest. Would that you had the luxury of time to enjoy it. It pains me to say that Titan is also returned, with a vengeance. As was the case with his primal brethren, he has grown stronger than he was before. When I went about my investigation, all indications suggested that the kobolds were nowhere near ready to resume their summoning rites. But it turns out they were deceiving us. I should have known better. The kobold's subterranean domain runs deep, and they can easily hoard crystals with our being none the wiser. And a vast hoard it must have been. Till now, Garuda was the most powerful among the 3 recently active primals, but according to our latest readings, Titan has usurped that honour. A primal's might is determined by 2 factors: the amount of crystals it is gorged upon, and the fervour of its believers. I would like nothing more than to measure precisely how strong the Lord of Crags has become, but I fear the time for such prudence has run out. We have already received an official request for assistance from the Maelstrom. As you might expect, it is addressed to you. For your previous encounter with Titan, you travelled to his Demesne by the way of Aetheryte, first discovered by the Company of Heroes. Sad to say, this Aetheryte no longer seems to respond. But do not despair, for the Maelstrom has reportedly found another in its place. You will want to speak with Commander Riki at Maelstrom Command for the details. Cannot stress this enough, but Titan has grown fearsome strong. See to it you spare no preparation. Oh, I just cracked everything and it felt amazing. To be fair, whilst we're here, I haven't checked on my retainers in a while. Sweet. Thing is that I need to give you some better stuff that you can do higher level things. currently got a level 58. I could give you that one, which is a massive, massive improvement. Which will then allow you to do all of them. Sweet. That's good. Does mean that I now have the weaker one. It's fine. I'm probably not going to do too much gathering for a little minute anyway. Now you... I'm going to struggle being able to equip you with anything. So you're probably just going to have to make do with how you are for now. You'll still get some good experience. It's fine. Fine. So there's no point in me buying stuff for the warrior. I've already got weapons for many of these. The blue mage can equip stuff that is normally meant for magical DPS. Which I have already started building. It's a shame that I can't equip the hood. They actually quite like the augmented ironworks casting set. It looks pretty good. And the helmet kind of makes it look like something out of Destiny. I'd be just shy of being able to buy a couple of accessories. I could buy 2. That's it. Or I could buy 2 of the armor pieces. So yeah, give me the ones that we'll see aesthetically. And then I'll need to grind up some more tombstones. But the good news is that that armor set will carry over to my summoner, my red mage, and my blue mage. That's good then. Good. Yeah, let's... Put that on fucking everything. Nice. So yeah, I just need the helmet now. That's cool. Maelstrom Command. That's where I need to go. What is stuff looking like here? Okay, so I want to make those gloves if I can. Probably won't be able to. And my squadron is still going. My squadron has leveled up a fair bit, actually. Isn't too bad. Now, I still need some stuff for crafting from the Grand Company. Ah, Lieutenant Bunn, your presence is most welcome. I'm chagrined that we must turn to you again to lay Titan low. No doubt this is yesterday's news to you, but the Lord of Crags has returned more ferocious and formidable than he was before. We cannot fathom how the kobolds were able to obtain such vast stores of crystals, and in so short a time. We will learn the answer in the coming moons, I suspect. But first things first, we need you to vanquish Titan before he and the kobolds have a chance to wreak havoc on Limsa Lominsa. You've felled the primal before, and we believe that you can emerge victorious once more. We've learned of a new aetheryte that will take you to the navel. It's situated deep within Uguma mines. Not the most convenient of locations, admittedly, so you'll have to cut yourself a path. Please, make all haste. Titan's mere presence emboldens the kobolds. It is only a matter of time before they move in force against us. May the Navigator guide you on your way, Lieutenant. Well, by the looks of it, we are not going to pop Odin. And I know that I can't solo Odin at the moment. Because Odin has a DPS check right at the end. I think once he gets to like 10% health, he'll start casting Zanzetsuken. Which, just like in the games, is a one-hit kill. So if you don't kill him quick enough, you die. And if I'm soloing him, I need to do enough damage by myself to take off 10% of his health in however long that cast time is. I think it might be 30 seconds. That was on ring. Alright. So long, Odin. You ain't happening. The navel. Yeah, that's considerably short of queue time. That'll probably pop in a minute. Which means that if I travel back to Vesper Bay. Although actually no. I should head to Mordona. I can accept some of the dungeon quests from Mordona as well. There's a bunch of level 50 dungeons that we've not yet got access to. I'm not going to talk to the Outlandish Man yet, because that starts the quest for the Alliance raids. Seen more and more visitors to this godforsaken place lately. Most of them battle-hardened types seeking a worthy test of their mettle. Trust that I might count you among them? Look, you didn't hear this from me, but word has it that Copperbell Mines are looking not unlike the 8th hell in recent days. The stone torches would have us believe that they have matters under control, but a minor acquaintance of mine would beg to differ. He says the torches have proven far more adept at quelling rumours than Hecatonchires. You catch my drift. Why do I betray this knowledge to you? I fear for my friend's life, and my own as well, should those hulking monstrosities break free to the surface. If it's a challenge you seek, what say you accidentally find your way to Copperbell and proffer your services? Ah, an adventurer who can hold her own in battle. Just so happens I've got word of a new challenge for one of your talents. Requires a bit of travel and a dash of heroics, but it'd be worth your while. Eastern Thanland's lovely this time of year. You've heard of the training grounds of Halatali, I'd wager. The place fell into disuse after the Calamity, but some adventurer or another put it to rights. Its owner aims to train gladiators and adventurers once more, just as in the old days. A little paint, a little mass burial, and now the place is ready to take on challenges. If you're at all keen on the notion, go and talk to my friend Arl down there. He'll get you in the door. Ah, there's an industrious ant. An adventurer in need of a bit of business, if I'm not mistaken. The anthill you want is a Magina and Sons mineral concern. Something's kicked it over good. They put out word for adventurers. Have skill, will move fast. That sort of thing. Perfect for you, I'll warrant. The client, bit of a handful, might aggressive. Nothing you can't handle. The twins. You'll find him at the Miners Guild. Talk to Cesaruka. He's the martyr of the two. You're after bumped by the Onion, the very woman I seek at Durst White's behest. How do I know the potbanger? Well, we trained together in the Culinarians Guild. He has a place at Costa del Sol now, the Flying Shark. Not the sharpest knife in the block is Durst the Daft, but he's loyal. He's got a friend out there by the name of Weescat. He seems to be in need of your help. I'll say you go look him up, eh? Got a message from an old friend of mine. Needs your help for an important task, he says. It's a highly confidential business, so I can't give you his name. Let's just say he's well known in Limsa. Odds are you'll recognise him. Any road, I'm not at liberty to divulge any more. If you've a mind to take on the task, head over to Limsa and seek out a bloke named Denston. It's not my friend, mind you, but one of his men. Couldn't have come at a better time. A friend of mine sent word that he needs a capable adventurer, you see, and I naturally thought of you. Who's this friend, you ask? Why, none other than Commodore Rayner of the Yellow Jackets. He and I met back when I first started out as a culinarian. We've been friends ever since. Any road, I'd appreciate it if you'd pay him a visit and inquire as to what he needs doing. You'll find him in the Coral Tower with his Yellow Jackets. Forgive me, friend. The most chilling encounter has my nerves on edge. I was travelling through the Shroud when a man accosted me out of nowhere, his eyes darting wildly in fear. He spoke of a haunted mansion from which the tortured screams of young maidens can be heard day and night. Hawkette Manor, was it? Ah, Hawk Manor, yes. What's that? You purged the selfsame manse of its unholy inhabitants some time ago. That is curious indeed. The man recounted the events as if they had happened not days ago. While it would put my heart at ease to know his tale was but a fancy born of a few too many flagons of mead, the poor soul had not the air of a drunk or a liar. Perhaps you know someone who could shed light on the matter? A wayfarer like yourself must be privy to all manner of tales, yes? So tell me, what do you know of the adventurers who purged the cultists from the ruins of Amdapor Keep? What? It was you who did the deed? Then you are just the person I've been seeking. There is a man I would have you lend your ear to, a hero known as Adistan. He dwells in Camp Tranquil. From where there he surveys the 12-wood. Of late he has sensed dark stirrings in Amdapor Keep, and would speak with one who has braved the ruins already. But I shall put no more words in brother Adistan's mouth. Pray attend him in the South Shroud. If you give him my name as proof of your intent, he'll not withhold a single detail of what he has observed. Dear God. So yeah, all of these quests are just to unlock harder versions of the dungeons. I seek a certain adventurer for a cause most just. Are you not after? Ah, I thought you had the right aspect. It was you who played the thief in the night at the Stone Vigil. The dragons guard their keep jealously, it said. Yet you slipped unseen into the cloudy fortress. It will not be their keep for much longer, however. The forces of Ishgard are massed by the Sea of Clouds. Now this is for your ears only, but the blockade is but a prelude to an attack. Lord Drillmont commands the siege, and he would have your counsel. I am but one of many who seek you at his behest. You must be a woman of rare quality. The proud knights of Duradare are not accustomed to taking, yet let alone seeking outside help. Ishgard's is in the cradle air I breathed, and I yearn to see the Stone Vigil reclaimed from the Dravanian horde. Will you not go to Whitebrim Font and aid Lord Drillmont? How about now. Cool. Okay. Kind of have a shit ton of things to do now. Huh. We're still a little ways off. Queuing in for the naval. So let's just continue unlocking these. I won't get a chance to do them today, most likely, but it gives me another kind of duty that I can queue into, which makes it more likely for like my leveling roulettes to pop and things like that. I can always turn on cutscenes that I've seen before again as well, if it comes to a point where I need to do one of them on stream. That will probably be another time. And I don't think we're going to get to do the warrior job quests today, because I got distracted by doing this. And honestly, I'm surprised at how long some of these queue times have been. But I suppose I'm used to Omega queue times, not primals. Not, Phantoms, rather. Not primals. Primal is on the North American data center, I believe. Cool. So, Titan Hard, basically the same as Titan Normal. But I think he makes the arena smaller. Might also have a bomb phase? I'm not sure. Yeah, he is definitely making the arena smaller. Remember, don't get fucking hit or you will die. It's not the damage, it's the knockback. Okay, so he does wait for land. It's easy enough to avoid. Okay, he does have bomb phase. These boulders explode. Don't stand next to the explosion. Oh, okay, I'm getting jailed. I think he only does the one jail at this point. Extreme has more important jail mechanics. Focus on DPS for a sec. I can. Don't stand in Weight of the World. So that's how come those guys died. someone had already raised there. Don't get distracted while healing and stay in something that's going to kill you. By the looks of it, oh, I thought that one of the... Oh no, there was a jail. I thought the summoner had been knocked off. Ah, that's why you don't stand near the main tank. That was my bad. Now there are multiple people that could res me. No one will. They'll probably res me now. If they res me, I won't count this as a death. If I have to resurrect myself, then it counts as a death. Go on. Go on. Yeah, thank you. Greed, and we're gonna need. Here we go. I do actually need the stuff. I need to desynthesize it to try and get the stuff to craft things. I actually hate the way that the Titan stuff looks. It's earthy. Just, it looks terrible to me. You've come to lend us your strength. House Durandare is in your debt. You will rejoice with us to know that the battle for the Stone Vigil has finally begun. The first wave has already breached the outer defences and entered the keep. As depraved a foe as the Dravanians are, they have a certain cunning. The place teems with unbelievers who gladly embrace death merely to deny us a form of advance. We came to slay dogs and are bled by nits. There are graver matters still. After our first wave stormed the keep, the enemy sealed the breach behind them. The Vigil headgate is now a welter of molten iron and stones sharp as a headsman's axe. We can no longer send reinforcements by land. The danger is great, but we must go by air. I shall lead the second wave, and would have you join your strength to ours. Sir Nathalion awaits you near the Stone Vigil itself. I shall join you as soon as I have seen to the airships. Cool, well, we'll unlock it. Stone Vigil Hard has an annoying boss. In that it's basically a massive turtle. And it takes very little damage. So you have to use mechanics in order to damage it. Hail after! Lord Drillmont sent us word. The airship will not be long in the coming, and then we charge. All Whitebrim Font knows your name. You penetrated the Stone Vigil's defense. Why, to this very day I remember the cheer that rang out when we'd heard you'd laid Iskabind low. Your presence here is a tonic, pure tonic for the troops. Too long have the damned dragons desecrated our keep. Alone willing, the Stone Vigil shall return to Ishgard before this day is out. It is impressive to me that that is the capital of Ishgard. That's the foundation. This is what they have struggled to take back from the dragons. Like, I would be far more concerned that this is here so close to my city. Especially bearing in mind that the fuckers can fly. Okay, I should be able to go back to Geralt now, right? I might not have the quest on my hotbar. Now I do. Wait. I nearly forgot. I need the Razat-Han quenching shit. You can buy from Poetics shop under combat supplies, special arms material, Razat-Han quenching oil. Forget how many you need. How many is it that you need? Just the one? Yeah, it is just one. Okay. So that only costs 15. And how many? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I only need a total of 150 poetics in order to get every single job past this quest. That's easy enough. I'm not going to bother buying all 10 of them yet, though, because it will just take up a slot in my inventory. Because I can't even start the quest lines for the other classes, because I've not done the job quest. So you're back. Never doubted for a second you'd trounce all 3 primals and come back to pester me again. Alright then, let's see the White Hot Ember, the Howling Gale, and this hyperfused ore. Aye, these ought to get me the levels of heat I need, which leaves just the Razat-Han quenching ore for cooling things off afterwards. You got that too, I assume? You done your part, and so I'll do mine. Watch now, and try not to bat your eyelids. Ain't every day you get to see a relic reborn. These God-given hands have worked yet another miracle. Feast your eyes on Thyrus, just as it was in the days of yore. 'Tis a sight to move a man to tears, you lucky bastard. You better bloody well take care of it. And there we go. That is the first stage of our first relic weapon. Which is not to say that it's a good weapon. Because it's not. Why can I not do up in arms? Okay, I need a Zenith version. How do I get? I forget where to get that quest. Basically, there's another step in between those. Right, okay. This is a dead easy step. And it just needs me to buy stuff for Poetics again. But then we start to unlock the grindy parts of A Realm Reborn relics. Because yeah, we've not even hit the grindy bits yet. So I need Thavnarian Mist, and I need 3 of them. That's it. That's all. I don't know why that's not described anywhere. Or at least I didn't see it described anywhere. Am I going to get every single A Realm Reborn relic? Maybe. There we go. Oh, can't do it whilst I've got this equipped. Can't equip anything different whilst I'm in this menu. Maybe I'll get all the relics. If I do, I am not doing it all on stream because it'll take a fucking age. But it would definitely give me something to work on off stream. Because like these stages of it, they just get easier and easier the higher level you are. But there's the grindy sections which just take ages no matter what, because like it's the books. Anyone that knows a Realm Reborn relics, it's the books that take the longest. You basically have like the hunting log, but with more stuff, including things like leave quests and fates that you have to do in order to tick things off in this book. And you can only hold 1 book at a time, but you have to complete 9 of them. And it just takes ages. But a big part of it can be trying to find specific fates that you need, because they aren't constantly up. They can like proc once an hour. So you could end up waiting. Ugh. It's you! Gods, I never thought I'd be glad to see you. Just the other day, this bloke from some faraway land suddenly appears. He's been bugging me ever since, asking about putting souls in relics or something. None of it makes a whit of sense to me. Can't the man see how busy I am, pounding kettles all day long? I ain't got the time to be humouring the elderly. What's more, you're the one with the relic, ain't you? If there's anyone this Yalzam bloke ought to be bothering, I reckon it's you. Run along then and keep the old coot off my back. Yay. Thinking about it, okay, yeah, this one does have a glow. means I can force it to glow even when it's on my back. That doesn't look too terrible. Ah, the impropriety. In my land, the elderly are treated with deference, and visitors received with honor. You must excuse me, adventurer. I've endured a trying sea voyage to meet with Eorzea's greatest weaponsmith, only to find that he is the greatest bore I've ever had the displeasure of knowing. What is this? Your weapon? Unless I'm gravely mistaken, 'tis a relic infused with Thavnerian mist? Marvellous, marvellous. Ah, but where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Yalzan, and I hail from the near eastern city-state of Razatan. I'm an alchemist by trade. It's been my life's work to study the enhancement of arms through soul infusion. Verily, Thavnerian mist is one of the fruits of my toils. Upon learning that the elixir had come to some prominence in Eorzea, I journeyed here with the intent of exploring new possibilities in my research. I want but for a subject to proceed. If you would be that subject, your weapon will become further enhanced. Will you agree to assist me, adventurer, and for your troubles come to possess a mightier relic? Sure. A decision you will not regret, but without further ado, allow me to explain what my research will entail. Now, I trust you are aware that aether permeates all things in our world. What you may not know, however, is that aether is found in greater concentrations in Eorzea than anywhere else. When a weapon infused with a quasi-soul such as your relic is used to slay a living being in this aether-rich land, a peculiar phenomenon occurs. The aether released by the fallen creature resonates with your weapon and agglomerates into a crystal which is dubbed Atma. It must be noted that this occurs only on rare occasions due to factors I have yet to identify. Now, as you may have already gathered, Atma is essentially the crystallized soul of a living being, and these crystals hold the key to strengthening your weapon. According to my research, 12 unique pieces of Atma are required, meaning they must be acquired from 12 different foes. See the deed done, adventurer, and you will hold in your hands such powers you have never known. So yeah, it's basically go to 12 different areas and do a bunch of fates. And so long as you have this weapon equipped, you might get the item to drop. Honestly, the drop rate for Atmas isn't that bad. They tend to drop pretty frequently. But that now means that I can do that bit, the grindy bit, off stream. Let's continue to unlock dungeons. Yes, I am Adistan, one ever listening to the Shroud. Pray tell, why have you sought me out? You are come at Lorraine's urging. Good heavens, the elementals smile upon me, sending one of the brave souls who smote the cultists within Amdapor Keep. Well met, my friend. I am here at Arun Senna's behest to investigate the keep. You are here because of my findings. Terrible things fester within those ruins, and someone must destroy them. Yes, even though the lambs of Dalamud and their dealings with the void scent plague us no longer, the fell presence hanging over the place grows stronger by the day. Wood whalers ventured into the keep to find the cause. The reports were chilling. Someone has completed the cultists' ritual and summoned the most ghastly of void scent. Over them reigns a leader, peerless in might and malice. You must fell this void scent lord, and so dispel the foulness hanging over the ruins. Maxine guards the gates of Amdapor Keep. I shall alert her to your coming. Now go, my friend, and may the elementals guide you to victory. Okay. What brings you back to this tainted place, adventurer? Ah, so you are the one who has answered Brother Adastan's call to enter the ruins. I warn you, though, the keep has never been more perilous. The evil that dwells within has warped the forest life, turning woodland animals to brutish beasts. The place is feral. Our only hope is to slay the void scent at the heart of the castle. If we do not, well, I pray that the elementals guide your way through the keep, adventurer, and your victory brings peace to the forest. Sweet. I suppose I should start queuing for Earth's font again. Okay, so where next? Maniac Manor. Or Hawk Manor Hard. Most of these are literally just hard versions of the same dungeon. With the exception of Hullbreaker Isle, which is actually a new dungeon. But then there's also a Hullbreaker Isle hard that I would need to unlock. Although I forget if that's A Realm Reborn or if that might be Heaven to me. Hello again. Ah, friend, it's good to see you again. Oh, I wish I could greet you with more joyful tidings. I trust you've heard the rumours, yes? I fear they are true, and then some. Wherever shall I begin? After you released my lady from her torment, a deed of bravery and kindness that I will remember until the last of my days, I paid visit to the Wood Whalers and told the tale in all its tragedy, that the guardians of the Twelveswood might know the truth. Though the Whalers did not doubt my words, they insisted on a thorough investigation of the manor. Without witnessing my lady's remains for themselves, I was told they could hardly vouch for the citizenry's safety. Prudent judgment, I thought, and I did not argue. It is what happened next that confounded everyone, myself most of all. A contingent of Wood Whalers was dispatched to the manor, and I personally escorted them in, and this would be the last I saw of them, for nary a one returned. Minutes turned to hours, and before long night surrounded the silent manor. 'Twas then the screams began again, ungodly, heart-rending screams that shall be burned in my memory forevermore. Against my better reasoning, I mustered the courage to peer inside. Oh, how I wish I had not, for what peered back, friend, was someone, nay, something, but that which I most surely saw possessed no soul like you or I, that has no right to exist in our world. The Whalers have dispatched another contingent to investigate the manor. The fools! Do they not see that they have writ their own death sentence? I cannot save them, but you, friend, you may succeed where I so miserably failed. I implore you, pray come to our aid once more. I am gonna need to think about finishing up soon. I'm getting a headache, which is usually a good sign that I need to go the fuck to bed. Especially if I want to be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth tomorrow, which I do. So I'm quite looking forward to it. Nice. Now I need to go back to Limsa. So, to the Marauders, I'm guessing? Yep. Good morrow to you after. How timely. It's something I would ask of you. But where are my manners? Is there aught you require? Here at Blosom's behest, you say? That he should send you, of all people, is a stroke of good fortune indeed. Permit me to apprise you of the situation. You will doubtless recall driving the Serpent Reavers out of Sestasha. Well, despite our best efforts to keep the place secure, I regret to inform you that it has been occupied by pirates. Pirates, I say, though eyewitnesses claim that they seem more akin to fiends from the briny depths. To be frank, we're not wholly certain what it is we are dealing with. I dispatched a party of adventurers to identify and eliminate the threat. It would seem their courage failed them. But they were not you, my friend. You will fare better against whatever awaits within Sestasha. Of that I have no doubt. If you would be willing to assist us, pray, report to De Persia, who stands guard by the entrance to the caverns. We'll unlock a couple more. Ah, it's you. I take it you mean to help us again? Wonderful. You see those adventurers yonder? We sent them in first, but it soon became clear they were unequal to the task. By my count, they lasted just under a minute inside before staggering back out, sucking for air like fish out of the water. As such, we're no closer to ascertaining the nature of the threat, let alone eliminating it. You'll be going in blind. I know, but you've purged Sestasha before, and I'm certain that you can repeat the feat. Enter whenever you're ready. I look forward to hearing of your success. I might queue in and do one of the things. Not edit, is it? No, that's not edit. Right, let's grab Copper Bell. Hold on. There we go. Got 50 of the fuckers still. I'm gonna try and get my money's worth out of them. An adventurer, baseless rumours notwithstanding, I can assure you that your meagre talents are not needed here. No Hecatonchires have returned to the mine, and even if they had, the stone torches would be seen to the threat swiftly and ably, as is our wont. Huh? I know not what you just heard, but it was most certainly not the tortured scream of some unfortunate miner being consigned to the maw of a bloodthirsty giant birthed from the god-forsaken depths. Seven hells, it's true, all of it. We thought we had seen the last of him, but we were wrong. Horribly, dreadfully wrong. Let down our guard, we did, and now Copperbell is overrun with a damn legion of the fiends, each one nastier than the last. We've already lost scores of our men to the chaos. The few that have returned alive claim that even the once docile Spriggans have gone mad, falling upon the poor miners in droves. So much for being harbingers of wealth and fortune, eh? Stone torches are loath to lean on the strength of outsiders, but I cannot in good conscience place full pride before the lives of good men any longer. You reclaimed these mines once. The torches, nay, the entire nation of Uldar, would be forever in your debt if you could perform the deed again. I beg of you, friend, banish those fiends to the depths, that they may never resurface. Grab Halatali hard. If Odin wants to pop, I'll do Odin. You know what? Whilst we're here, we can also get the one for Tantara heart. The tombstone has been knocked over, and the earth before it disturbed. So this is where poor Leovine now lies. What's the meaning of this? Not only is her grave defiled, her body's gone? Who could have done this? Oh no, could it have been Edda? The more I think about it, the more it makes... Well, I was going to say sense, but gods. I'll try to explain. To the rest of us, our little party of 4 was but a means to riches and glory, such things as adventurers seek. But to Edda, it was her life. She blamed herself for Revere's death, and to our shame, we agreed with her. We knew full well we were all to blame. And then we left her where she stood with her fiancé's head for company. How could we have been so heartless? Small wonder if the poor girl has been driven from her wits. What's done is done. All we can do is admit to our mistakes and make amends as best we can. Revere is gone, and so is Leovine. Edda refuses to accept it. She won't let go of the past. I know not what she means to do in Tantara. It can lead to no good end. I will attend this wedding and try to restore her to her senses. I would be much reassured if you could accompany me after. As Avir once did, so too does Edda look up to you. She may not listen to me, but she may yet heed the words of someone she admires. Failing that... No, it doesn't bear thinking about. If we hurry, it need not come to that. Please, meet me at the Temptara Deepcroft. Together, we'll put an end to whatever madness Edda is planning. I swear it always popped him. Pop the little Lala. I swear it always ends up raining whenever I'm in this zone. Welcome to Halatali, where heroes are made. I'm Arl, and any friend of Hugobert is a warmly regarded acquaintance of mine. Didn't mention he used to tread the sands, did he? Been trying to get that smooth-talking son of a Hydra to take up the gladiator trade again, but gets easily distracted, Hugobert does. Now, I wager he didn't put 2 and 2 together when he heard your name. You're the last Fafajoni over there was talking about, aren't you? I knew it. The liberator of Halatali herself. Thanks to you, we've made it nice and deadly in there again. Got to restore the Colosseum Games to what they were. It's no lap of luxury, I warn you. The place could use some more freshening up, and there are some lurking crawlies that need a good killing, but the brass blades are on that detail. So what do you say? Care to experience the new and improved training grounds? We'd be honoured to have the Liberator of Halatali return as a challenger. Well, we've done most of what we can, and this just doesn't want to pop, so I'm going to give up. I'm going to call it there for today, because, like I said, I'm getting a headache, which is just starting to get worse, so I'm going to stop looking at screens and turn off the lights and stuff like that. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, for the start of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Have a good one. Later.